been here and there for a few days, but most of the time in Kansas City, and I was able to go home for a few days this last week, hang out with the family and get my mind right for this upcoming season.
So you're in Kansas City, you're working out at the facility, or you have another place in town?
No. Working out at the facility, trying to get acclimated to the guys, I just want my face to be around the facility a little bit, and I was fortunate enough to hang out with some really good guys and really get some good work in.
Aside from snapping the ball, obviously, how different is playing center and playing guard as far as the challenge goes in Andy's offense?
Coach Reed's offense is very interesting. It's very complex, but if you get it down and you really work at it, it's amazing. I think the challenge for me during the last 2 months we were there was really just trying to get myself acclimated with the playbook. The center is an integral part of the offensive line, and that's very much apparent in Coach Reed's offense.
Now, I think you guys help each other out, though, as far as identifying blitzers and that kind of stuff. Just, if you're the center, obviously, you're going to have to make some calls. Like, when do you think you're going to be able to get to the point where you can handle? You get what I'm saying? Like,
no, I definitely understand.
Yeah.
We're fortunate enough to have really good guys to help me out and not be afraid to tell me what to do. Sometimes point me in the right direction. But even if one of the things is even if you're wrong, just make calls, because that way Coach knows where you're at, and that way we can work forward from there. But if you're quiet, which was a problem of mine at first, was being too quiet to myself, and you don't know where you're at, and Coach really can't push you forward.
One thing that's kind of interesting, it seems like you've kind of taken to your teammates pretty quickly. I mean, you see there was the funny Instagram picture with you and I think it was Kush.
Yeah.
I can't remember the other guy, but like you getting along pretty good with those guys in the interior. Coming along pretty good.
Those guys were nice enough to, they could have pushed me away as a rookie, but they decided not to, and they were very generous with their time, and especially when I needed it. But Kush is very about hanging out outside the football locker room, and all the other guys are as well.
So, like, with you and Kush, are you guys just trying to push each other, or are you guys just trying to help each other, knowing that the cream, may the best man win?
No, I think right now it's just real based on friendship, even mutual friendship. He's a good dude. It's one of the greatest dudes I've known thus far in my football career, and he's helped me out a lot at center, which is very pleasant.
Sounds like you're not going to get to go up against Dontari Poe here in training camp. Is that kind of disappointing not to work against one of the best inside guys in the league?
Oh, I had no idea I was going to play this. So, what happened?
Well, he's got a herniated disc in his back.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so apparently he's going to come up here to rehab a little bit.
Sure.
I think Reed said they're optimistic he'll be here starting the season, something around that. Yeah.
He's I got to play against him a little bit. It's amazing. But he's an amazing football player. He's talk about guys who can humble you real quick. He's one of them. And he's a competitor, and he's a tough-nosed guy. I don't know him that well, but I know what kind of mindset he brings to football. So we'll be back sooner or later.
When you went up against him and you look across, and of course you see him in the locker room, and then all of a sudden can you believe the man that big can go that quick?
I could after that first play, and you'd heard about it, like he's going to humble you a few times, and I knew, but you really don't understand until you line up that first time. Yeah. It's pure playing professional football, and it's going to take a next step up to put the pads on, but we're going to welcome it as a team, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens.
What's it like for you? Your first NFL camp is, I don't want to say dream come true, but it's got to be a thrill to be able to start an NFL career now after a lifetime of football.
Oh yeah, it's amazing to say the least. And I know I use that word pretty liberally, but it really is, and I'm just honored to be here, especially in such a great I don't want to say program, but just a great group of guys and a great staff.
Nick, you had mentioned how complex this offense is. Did you find yourself coming into training camp focusing on one position, or you're still looking at yourself as a versatile kind of guy?
Where I was, honestly, I come in day one hoping to see where Coach needed me, wherever the team needed me. For me, it really doesn't matter as long as I can help the team out. I'll be fine.
Do you learn all those positions then? Not just center. Do you have to focus a little bit on every spot along that offensive line?
It's very important for each offensive line to know what everyone else is doing, because it really helps with the flow of the play. So Technique-wise, it's different. That's what practice is for. But I mean, in the film room, you have to know what everyone else is doing. It kind of complements what you do.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Thanks, man.
Appreciate
Thanks,
it,
man.
guys.